It is not time for a package from China, because it's time for the action, because everything comes from China nowadays. I don't know if you realize, but we live in a very interesting time when it comes to technology. We've been discussing all kinds of game related stuff, but when it comes to RC, I discovered that when it comes to RC parts, there's a lot of cool stuff you can pick up. For not a lot of money, I'm surprised what they can actually make. However, in this case, this is a very strange product, and sometimes you just need to pick it up to see what is it actually going on with this. It seems to be we have this lineup called the Dino World RC cars. Yeah, there is all kinds of different versions. I picked up this green version. I think it's called a T-Rex or some kind. I'm not a dinosaur like expert, but I think this is a T-Rex head on 4 wheels. Yeah, this reminds me of the old school days of N64 playing that weird like racing game called Scars. However, I find it very intriguing to see what it actually can do for the money. I mean, when you're going to be looking into RC world, you're not even paying on $10 freaking for this. Yeah, it's crazy to think about that we can pay a little bit of money and just have like a full functional wireless controlled 27 megahertz with Dino RC car. But how is it actually going to be fun? Because this is a very interesting product when it comes to controls, because not only the controls of the remote is strange, we don't have the same configuration that normal RC cars are having. I mean, when it comes to our steering left and right, that's where we're getting the biggest weird thing over here. It has like this twist part at the front, and that is actually how we're also going to be steering left or right. And I don't know if this is going to be an overall fun experience, because I personally love the traditional cars than having this weird dino shape with a twist stunt front. What is even more interesting, that when it comes to these action-based RC cars, there are always like you need to implement batteries. Where you're looking on AliExpress, you can find those lithium batteries that you can just plug in. That is so much more convenient. Also when it comes to recharging. Yeah, this is the case with all of these, or at least the ones I've been finding in the local stores like Action, Kruidvat. You know, you can find these cheap RC cars everywhere nowadays, including this weird dinosaur version. The remote makes no sense whatsoever. And it's like kind of similar, but the only difference is that we don't really have a forward-backwards button. It's a different configuration, and even having the weird demo mode where you're going to be pressing it, it goes all like crazy apeshit mode. So, and overall, when it comes to the configuration, it's very strange. So I can already tell you and assure you this is not going to be like a great beginner's RC car. This is just a fun, crazy novelty, yeah, just to mess around with, and don't take it too seriously when it comes to that. Let's put in some A-Force batteries, because they were getting the best results, or at least the best result for your money. So that's what we're going to be using today. So if you're going to be putting it in demo mode, yeah, this is the weird thing where you automatically start driving, doing twists. I seriously have no idea what's the point of this. Then we're having the RC car that's ready to go. You don't need to do any syncing. The only thing you need to do putting batteries in, and when the battery has been put in, you can just turn it on. With this particular product, you need to be careful you didn't press the demo mode, because you can turn it on and off. And how that actually works is pressing the left one over here, and you can turn it on and off. If you accidentally press it, I will show you what I mean. It goes completely crazy what I've already shown you with the demo. Yeah, this is not the way how you want to start, because thing is, let's put it this way, it's quite fast when it comes for acceleration, and that is one of the things I love about these, let's say, newer generation or tiny, very cool stunt and normal RC cars. Okay, so when it comes for racing, you can actually see steering. It's just going to be done by switching the front axle or like twist it. It's, you know, it's not a fun experience, and you just need to drive all over again. Where I was used to the normal RC cars, this is just another level, and it makes no sense. So let's go to the ground and I'll show you what I mean. Because when you're going to be into the, let's say, the bigger place or the ground over here, you're going to be trying to steer left and right. This is where you're going to be seeing this is just actually like a random weird stunt car. And when it comes to RC racing, you don't need to take this really seriously, and this is not a fun beginner's car if you want to spend a little bit of money. However, this is actually what it is when it comes to this Dino RC World Wicked racing car thing. So yeah, this is not your typical, let's say, RC car. This is actually just a stunt car, and I think that's the biggest difference. But for me, is not a very overall fun experience because the controls are just bad. You know, I would just want to have like a traditional controls for forward, backwards, left and right. And if just going twisting left and right with the front axle turning, that would be not a big problem. However, the weird controls and yeah, you know, this makes this thing completely pointless in my opinion. And I would just look into something different to have like a way better remote to begin with. It does have like a nice experience when it comes to acceleration, and it is quite fast, even on just on normal batteries. But how long the batteries will last is very difficult to tell depending what kind of brand you're taking or actually buying and putting in. Yeah, the control, I must say that the way how it looks is kind of cool, but functional wise it's horrible. Thank you all for watching, and it will be great to see you in the next video.